Roast beef and jelly.
What's up, everybody? This is Roast Beef and Jelly. My name is Retro.
My name's Barbie.
And today we have a brand new show for you. We got a lot to talk about. Barbie, what you want to talk about today?
So we gonna talk about some crazy shit that's going down, okay? So, I don't know if y'all been listening to the news, but there's this crazy Russian, spy, James Bond, Jason Bourne, poison type of shit. So, I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on what's been going on. So, apparently, back when the Soviet Union was still popping, okay? Doing Cold War, shady shit, okay?
Back in the day,
alright? They developed this nerve agent that's shuts down your central nervous system and causes you to have you get blind, it causes you immediate shutdown of all your systems.
So pretty much the same type of nerve gas that they had in Kingsman 2.
Yeah, that would be a visual representation, since I don't think anyone's seen anyone get exposed to nerve gas in their whole entire life. So
exactly.
That's the closest thing. So that's what I would compare it to, even though I haven't seen it, but I would guess it would be as traumatic as that. But so apparently, Russia, they created this, and it's 10 times stronger, this nerve agent. I don't know what it's called, but it's 10 times stronger than any other toxin. And apparently, Russia's the only people who have the recipe to it, but they haven't, or the ingredients, they know how to make it. But the other day in the UK, there was an ex-Russian double agent spy. I don't know if I know he was Russian, but I don't know if he worked for the UK government or the Russian government. I don't know what side he favored in the double agent, side or whatever.
He was a double agent, but we don't know if it was for Russia or for the UK. Okay.
Yeah, but he was living in the UK, so I'm pretty sure it happened to, I guess he has asylum maybe, okay. But so apparently him and his daughter were found dead, and they had traces of that type of nerve agent or whatever. And so this is massive, because there's two ways to look at this, I guess. There's one, either Putin or the Russian government knew about this and purposely killed him, or they got sloppy and somehow leaked the ingredients, or someone got in and infiltrated it, which is sloppy by them. If you have this it's letting someone get a nuclear bomb. You just let me just sneak in.
Here's the ingredients.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it. It's a YouTube video.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's very, I guess, it's not good. Not a good look. But so it's crazy, because if Putin does know about this, then that means he he admitted, or he knows about an attack to kill people on a major country it's England.
I mean, yeah, but like you said, we don't know exactly if he was a Russian spy or a UK spy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Say for instance, he was a double agent for the UK. He acted like he was a Russian agent, but he was really giving information to the UK or any agency. Then it's kind of like Putin. It's well, did he have something to say? Did he have any information? Because as a country, I feel it's not good if you killing all your whistleblowers. You may want to kill all your whistleblowers, but that you can't really kill all your whistleblowers. It's not.
I mean, and just the type of thing to have the poison. It just sounds all out of a movie. And now you have Trump kicking 60 delegates.
I think out. I think it was connected. I'm not sure, but when I heard about the news, I heard that Trump had there were 60 delegates. I guess he kicked out maybe out of the embassy or whatever. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I feel there's a lot of shit that people don't know, and I want to know this shit. Literally, I think of Jason Bourne, because Jason Bourne's a whole world that the normal person does not know. That's why it's different. James Bond, he blows up cities and shit, okay? Yeah. But Jason Bourne is the
stealthier.
Yeah, the stealthier, crazy back. And I feel some Jason Bourne shit is going on right now.
The movie still sucks. All the Bourne series suck.
I'm telling you, watching them now, okay, they're not as bad. Look, the problem with this is you're going as it's you want it to be an action film, okay? It's not really an action.
No, it's not even that. It's just when I understand the espionage and all that type of film, I just don't like Bourne.
It's a type of film that it's if a book was directly implemented. Say for instance, I don't think there's Jason Bourne books, or
I think there is.
Oh, there are. Okay, well if there are, that's where they got the movies from. But I'm just saying, I feel it's a very accurate way of like it. Like when I see Jason Bourne, it's like that's like a espionage novel. You know, like when I watch that movie, I'm like, this is like an espionage, like government, like it's a novel.
It is, but he's just.
It's not as appealing as other like.
There you go.
I want to say like it's not
it
as
is appealing because obviously they have 5 Jason Bourne movies.
Yeah.
And
okay, the last one was shitty. You know why? Because they made it like James Bond. They were like, oh, we're gonna blow cities up and shit. We're gonna do crazy. And yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit in Jason Bourne. But also, the fight scenes in Jason Bourne's cannot be denied. Okay, there are multiple fight scenes that are like some of the greatest on
Transporter
TV.
can compete with him.
Well, I'm saying yeah, but I'm saying like there's a lot of like when he beat the shit out of the dude with the book, and then the whole newspaper scene. Like there's a lot of like iconic.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. But yeah, so pretty much it's Jason Bourne in real life. I don't know if we'll ever know the full truth about what the fuck's going on behind the scenes.
Never.
Yeah. Also, this is interesting timing because I think Putin, the voting in Russia is right now, and there's a whole like no one's really opposing Putin. Like,
why would they?
Well, no, people do. People are trying to, but the thing is, like, I guess they're not in like legitimate parties, or the government doesn't recognize them as legitimate parties, so they can't run. So it's like, but he also like, so it's like really dominant, and a lot of like, and the government spent a lot of money to like market like, hey, because they want a high turnout. Yeah. So if it has a high turnout, you know, it looks better that, oh, we love our president and shit like that. So they want like a 70% turnout, which apparently has never happened. So the problem is they're thinking about there's going to be a lot of falsifying of votes or whatever, you know. Yeah. So that's what a lot of people are doing instead of like, you know, going to these protests and boycotting it. They're like, well, if I am there, they go to these trainings so they can train to look at votes, so they can be like a, I don't know, like a, I don't know what it's called when you like run the voting.
Well, they count the polls.
Yeah, stuff. So they're trying to make it
real. Well, I mean, I understand that, but
so it's a lot of interesting things going on at a very crucial
weird
time. Yeah.
Very weird time. Now, man, this weekend is the end.
Well, nah, don't they play the final on Monday?
Oh, it is Monday.
So they're playing this weekend.
We get the weekend.
We get the Final Four weekend, which is surprising. Very surprising. It is Kansas, Loyola Chicago, Michigan, and Villanova. So, you know, 3 normal top contenders and one kind of underdog, really. No one really saw Loyola doing what they did, getting the top 4, you know?
Cinderella team right there.
I mean, they weren't as Cinderella team as like a 16 seed, but they're not you don't see them as a top contender. Like, I highly doubt a lot of people picked Loyola to like go top 4 all the way, you know? But Michigan, Villanova, and Kansas are always top or whatever. Kansas and Villanova really specifically are more top, but I don't even know who I want to win.
Me either. It's kind of all the.
I mean, I kind of want the underdog to win, but other than that, like, I guess
Kansas.
Nah, so I'm gonna go with Michigan. Even though Michigan knocked out University of Houston, so technically, if Michigan wins it, University of Houston could have beat them by 1 point. Just saying, you know, out of technicality. But we won't talk about that.
But y'all did not win.
Yeah, we didn't. So. But no, I mean, but as a whole of March Madness, you know, I know we're not finished, but as a whole, it's been interesting. There's been some big upsets, but also, I was reading an article about how some people feel that big upsets kind of diminish the March Madness like experience, because it's like you want to see top teams win. Like, yes, you want to see some Cinderella's like 16s, but to have like a 1 beat a 16 in the first round, you're like, well, fuck, I really wanted like Virginia got beat, and I just feel like it's cool, this format, but it's like, if say for instance you have three of your top like number 1 seeds or whatever out by, you know, the Elite 8, it's like, okay, well, you got some random teams that you don't like. I don't know. It's an argument to be had. Some people feel like it hurts it. Some people feel like that's the reason why we watch Madness.
Exactly.
But I
mean, it's been a great March Madness. I mean, we've been checking it out, and it's been fun this year. Our brackets are actually dead and gone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think all brackets were done by I think it was like the Sunday of like the weekend, like when it started, like that Sunday. I think all brackets were done, or was it Saturday? Because they were early. They were out quick.
All of them. This March Madness went by really fast this year, it felt like. But we're ready to check out this weekend. But now the NBA draft, though.
Switch over to the NBA.
Let's go to the next year. Let's talk about these youngsters leaving and going to the draft.
Yeah, so a lot of college players have like opted for the draft, especially like first year. And I personally feel like, look, go and get you a degree.
Yeah.
But also, like, the thing is, I understand that, like, look, I don't know what's going on in their lives. Maybe they need that money like now.
Listen, I understand.
But yeah, in the long run.
But look, they not Kobe.
Yeah, but also it's guaranteed money, so that's also a different thing.
It is, but look, you can lose that money.
Yeah, true, but also, if you think about it, basketball has a lot of longevity, so it's like the risk is a lot less. Like, if you're a football player, go get your money real quick.
You're right.
Go get your money.
Get your education, and go get your money.
Even then, I'll opt for, like, you get, at least get 2 years in, like, college football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then opt out, or whatever you want to do, but at least, like, do something to where, that's in full. But in basketball, I don't know, but a lot of first year freshmen or whatever are opting to go to the NBA job. But surprisingly, or actually not surprisingly, I guess, LiAngelo Ball is
Ball family.
The Ball family.
The Ball brand.
He's declaring himself in the draft, which is interesting.
He ain't gonna get. You think he gonna get picked up, especially after the whole scandal?
I mean, he's been playing in Lithuania. I think he's averaging like 15 points a game or something like that. Like
him and Melo, right? They're both out there playing.
Yeah, they're out there. But so I mean, it's smart because it's like, look, I think when it comes to draft and like drafting and like putting yourself in the draft and putting yourself in the best possibility to get picked by a team, you have a very small window, you know, and it's like, I don't know. I think you'll get picked up by somebody.
By who?
Somebody.
Who?
Mavericks. Let's pick him up in like the fifth round. Pick him up in the 5th round. I'll be okay with it. Pick him up I'll be alright with it. But I'm saying, like, look, he's not a first round pick. He's not a second round pick.
Yeah, but
he'll get picked up by a team. And if not, he'll go play D League. I'd rather he should go play D League. Go play D League, you know, for a year.
Go back out of the country.
But I feel like there's more competition in the D League. Like, no offense to the other European, like, but it's not like, I know Spain's a really big one. There's some very big leagues, and I don't know how big the Lithuanian league is, to be honest. But I just think there's better competition in the D League. Plus, I think the style of basketball is different. Style of basketball is a lot different, I feel like, in different countries. So it's like, maybe you don't come back with the same type of rhythm because you have to adjust to the league. Like in soccer,
True.
Like different leagues in soccer play a different way, and so
different pace,
a lot of players, when they go to like a new team, they have trouble fitting in.
Like I said, he ain't Kobe. Only person that can come from overseas and play like they did on American courts is Kobe.
Yeah,
and win an Oscar. Just saying.
Yeah, but Kobe didn't play professionally. He just played in like tournaments and stuff.
I mean,
but he was going back and forth though, because I think in the summers or sometime he would come back to the States and play. Like, he would alternate.
Exactly, but I'm saying you still, regardless of if you're in the summers or not, you still get adjusted to.
No, yeah, definitely, yeah, no. I mean, you're not Kobe, yeah, definitely. But also, there's like not like, even if you did play, and like, there's not a lot of people are gonna be like Kobe. Like, there will only be one Kobe.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
There's no one that is like. I mean, I guess there's like players you can be like, oh, he like maybe seems like Kobe, but like the way Kobe had, like, he was what am I talking? He was consistent, because Kobe was a consistent player, and like, you don't get that in a lot of players.
Throughout his entire career, he was consistent, and I don't know. Let's see if some of these new youngsters out here.
But also, while talking about basketball, let's talk about, because we're kind of getting to playoff season in basketball. Okay, certain teams have already, clinched playoff berth. So, like, for example, in the Eastern, we got Toronto, Boston, Cleveland, Philadelphia, and Indiana,
which we kind of already knew.
And then in the Western, you only have Houston and Golden State. They've already clinched the division. Houston with 60 wins, 14 losses. So, I mean, there's definitely more people have clinched playoff berths in the East, because I feel like in the Western, it's a lot more competitive. Like, it's like super close. Like, you have Oklahoma City, New Orleans, San Antonio, and Utah and Minnesota that are literally 2 games apart. So you have 5 teams that are 2 games apart. So it's really a end all be all.
Well, I mean, who do you expect to win it this year?
I don't know. It depends. I want Houston to win, and they've been riding a solid wave. But also, playoffs are so much more different. Good.
Love Houston, don't you?
Yeah. Well, they're
That's
playing
your
good.
town.
They're good. I mean, Dallas Mavericks is my team, but Texas boys, so you got to root for Houston. I hate rooting for Houston, but I don't hate it. But Houston's all right.
You went to school there.
Yeah, I root for Houston more. I root for Houston more because I like Akeem Olajuwon. Okay, that's really why I do it. I'm like, even though he hasn't played in decades, I don't care because I just support. But I don't know, Houston would be cool. I don't want Golden State to win. I mean, it'd be cool. It's great for them, but I'm tired of anyone. I'm tired of Cleveland winning.
Cleveland ain't.
Toronto looks good, has possibilities. Boston looks good. I mean, there's a lot of teams that have
a good chance to win this year.
Yeah, I mean, if certain teams have like, especially recently with people like I don't know, I feel like for instance like Toronto and like Portland are like two teams like recently that I've seen that are like making clutch plays in last minutes, which is what wins basketball games, Like a lot of teams can play third quarter, fourth quarter, okay, but you get down to the last 5 minutes and that really defines if you're playoff ready or if you're gonna be like a dominant team. I feel like that stands out.
Does it though? Because I mean, like when you get into the playoffs, it's a whole new game. Like, yeah, you play all season to get to the playoffs, but I feel like when you get to the playoffs,
no, it's
a whole new level.
I understand that, but if I'm seeing players consistently make clutch plays, okay, like Damian Lillard's made clutch plays, Kyle Lowry has played clutch plays. Like there's a lot. Like you have like DeMar DeRozan. Like there's a lot of players that have like played like quality. So,
well, I mean,
I don't know.
So who's the new lead of
Oh yeah, so
Louis
big news in the fashion world. Okay, Virgil Abloh, okay, who is the creator of Off-White, which is like I guess a streetwear kind of like a little bit more higher fashion kind of like.
I've seen some of their stuff.
Yeah, kind of like company or whatever, like fashion, but he has been hired as head creative director or artistic director. I don't know which one it is because I feel like they're all the same, but fashion, they have their certain titles and stuff. So it's either creative or artistic director of menswear for Louis Vuitton, which is big. So only two other designers or have ever been directors of who have been African American, have ever been heads of like the top French like fashion houses. Like there was I forget the names, but only two of them have. One worked for Givenchy and the other for I forget. But it's the first Louis Vuitton.
I'm surprised you even know that.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research, But it's the first time an African American has been
ahead of men's
for
Louis Vuitton.
for Louis Vuitton, for any Louis Vuitton, either women's or men's or anything. First time, so
my
it's
man's
big.
got some style, pretty much, and they got him running.
Yeah, because he started. I think he was like creative director or something like that for Kanye, and then he started Off-White. Yes, I think. I don't know that much. It's a little. I have interest in Off-White, but it's too expensive for me to afford, so I just don't pay too much attention to it. Other than like the shoes, because he had the top 10s where he did like 10 versions, like his Off-White versions of Nike shoes that were great. Everyone sold out. They're expensive as shit now, depending on which ones.
So you didn't even get to
Nah, but I'm going to get the cheapest pair, which I love. But it's like one of the best. It's like the Nike Blazer, but it's like the Off-White one, and it's like the cheapest. But it's like $400 or $500 or whatever. But it's the cheapest one out of the thing. But it looks so good. But I don't know. People don't like Blazers because I think the most expensive ones were the Vapor Maxes, the Jordan 1s were the most expensive.
Of course,
they were like $1,500, $2,000 or whatever. I don't know if they are anymore, but when they first came out, like pre-release, they were like $1,500, I think, $1,200. I think they were like that price. But yeah, so I mean, he's come out with some quality
fashion.
Yeah, collaboration. So it's gonna be interesting.
You got anything Louis V?
Nah, I want to though. I just want a Louisville like duffel bag because I feel like that's the dopest thing. I don't want a belt because I feel like that. Yeah, I'm not a belt guy.
That'll wear down.
Yeah, but
I want a Louis V computer bag. I don't know why.
Oh, that's nice. I want like the accessories. Like I'm not really about like anything else. Like if I could get like the old school like old like suitcases that are wooden and those are expensive as shit. And I'll probably never get one. But that would be dope because it's just a status symbol. I'd have it in like my office. Like I just have it there just so people could come in and I'd be like, yeah, It's a Louis Vuitton like trunk case thing or whatever.
Dude, Louis V, man. We
Yeah, I
need to try
wish.
to get us some.
Yeah, I wish. I mean, maybe one day I'll win the lottery and then I can just afford anything Louis Vuitton,
Louis
you know?
V. Well, man, we also went to go check out Pacific Rim Uprising.
Dose. Pacific Rim 2.
Um,
It was...
interesting.
it was... It's not as good as I want it to be, and it's not as good as I hoped it to be.
It was alright. It's a good action flick.
It was alright.
I had a good time checking it out. I did not like the storyline. It's more of nostalgia reasons why I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Pacific Rim Uprising more because I love Pacific Rim 1.
Yeah, the first one was...
amazing.
Yeah. This one was more... I feel like the first one was kind of more...
Well, the first one Guillermo del Toro wrote and directed.
Yeah.
And he couldn't come back for the second one because he was off doing a little movie we all know.
Shape of
called
Water.
The Shape of Water. So...
where Abe Sapien gets his dick sucked.
But real talk though, I mean, it was... I don't know. John Boyega was good.
Yeah, it was good, but a lot of people are like, look, it wasn't the best writing of all time. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the best writing, but it's not like the characters were like a lot of people were like critical of some characters, and I was like, look, this isn't supposed to be the best movie in the world.
It's not supposed to be, but here's the thing. Here's where I think they messed up. Honestly, it was the wrong time to release this movie. This is just my opinion. I honestly think this is we're getting close to summer. They should have released this like right at the beginning of summer.
True.
Maybe not May, but maybe maybe early May, maybe a little bit late April.
Well, when is Infinity War coming out?
April 27th. That's why I mean, like, maybe
and then
you
have Deadpool.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm saying, like, you could have released... I guess it now was an okay time to release it, but not really, because it felt more of like a beginning or end of summer type of movie.
Yeah, like, I feel like Transformers is like, I don't know, there's certain movies that, like, even though they're not like about summer, they need to be summer movies, you know?
Yeah.
And like when I like, say for instance, like Transformers 1, I think of summer. Like, I think of watching that movie in the summertime. I think of that as a like a summertime movie.
Watched it, I think it came
I don't know
out
if it did or not, but I associate with that, and so like maybe that's what they should have done with like Pacific. I mean, there's a lot of like, I don't know.
And that's what I think it should have done. It should have definitely come out as a summer blockbuster. It's definitely a popcorn flick. You really don't have to. It's a not mind-numbing movie. You just kind of go in and watch it.
I would not pay money to see it again, and I would not advise people to go pay money to see it. To be honest,
just stream it.
Yeah, just like, you know, it's really not that important that you see Pacific Rim 2. That's the problem. Like, I feel like they could have made it more important. Not important, but I know, like, I guess that's more like hinges on like the first film, you know, to build that audience. But I feel like they could have.
They made it more of a franchise, a world building experience. They want a Pacific Rim toys.
I'm tired of every single movie doing this like franchise.
But it's because of kids.
Oh, fuck the little fuckers, alright? Like, I want a decent movie. I don't want just like, and like
some shit.
Yeah, but also it's like, look, a part of the audience for Pacific Rim is probably like they're targeted towards kids. You know, like I feel like a lot of action movies. Or sometimes
young adults taking their kids taking to see the movie.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, maybe
it's a weird age range nowadays with movies. Like,
yeah, it's like if I was like probably 10, I would probably love Pacific Rim 2. I would probably think it was dope because I really don't care about that much acting. There's some catchy lines in there, you know, some humor, some action. I probably would love it as a 10-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
But now, old as I am, I'm like it doesn't have like that.
Give me some plot.
Yeah, it doesn't have that like like
the first one did. Like Guillermo del Toro, when he wrote the first one, the human emotions were kind of dull, but he really focused on saving the world.
But I think I had to like I would attribute that like the difference in like the first one being more not adult like, but like it was an adult cast. Like this one is like half
kids.
teen, like half like teenagers or 18-year-olds or whatever. I don't know how I think they're 18. Yeah, or whatever. But like it's I don't know.
And then like 20-year-olds.
Yeah,
there was like no, yeah, you're right. The first movie was like all
the
adults,
whole cast was like all adults,
all grown folks.
Yeah.
And then like this movie was like 20-year-olds and like teenagers,
younger.
You're right. I didn't realize it until just now.
Because it's like well, Star Trek did it when the first Star Trek, because they showed like the older. Not well, I mean, I guess it's in the same movie, but like you had the older like Kirk's father or whatever, but they were like an adult cast, and then you had the kids still.
Chris Hemsworth, shout out.
But then you had you still had the kids who were at least adult. They were like probably 25 plus, you know.
Exactly.
So it made it more. It was kind of like, I don't know. You didn't see it as like.
They just didn't have too much. I don't know. Don't really go check out Pacific Rim 2. I mean, if you're invested in Pacific Rim, check it out and decide what you think about it. But
Pacific Rim gonna come for our ass because we out here dissing them like that. Yeah,
John Boyega gonna get our ass. But he made money. They put the Black Panther out of number one.
John Boyega did good. Like a lot of the actors, individual perform like the
Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, what's the girl's name?
Oh,
Samani, something, whatever. The lead girl or whatever. Okay, she was very good. I thought her character was very good. I thought they could have made a more building of like them becoming a team. You know, because they was kind of like, oh, we have cool little jokes and yeah, you help, but they were like, you really didn't get like emotional. Like the one, like the dude,
Charlie Day's character was
fucking
trash.
Yeah, and that was a weird writing moment.
His fucking character.
Like it was
stupid.
Weird. Like I compared it to like in Independence Day when the doctor gets like hold on by like he has like or the president,
alien,
the alien, and like he went rogue or like the president. Like instead of like just having nightmares, he like became crazy and
that's
like,
what everybody's comparing Pacific Rim 2 is what Independence Day and Independence Day Resurgence is to.
Independence Day, the second one, is not as bad.
That movie sucks ass.
It's not that bad.
That's the last movie I fell asleep in.
Look, Independence 2, okay, is like the same fucking movie just again, and I love it because of that.
That's horrible.
It's horrible, and it's not creative whatsoever, but people made money, okay? I like the story, okay? You know, there was emotion.
Okay, so if you liked Independence Day 2, then check out Pacific Rim 2.
Nah, because Independence Day 2 is way better than Pacific Rim. At least you can get into into Independence Day 2.
Are you going to go with us to see Ready Player One?
See, I just want to know what that film's about.
I do, and I'm excited.
I don't know if I'm going to be excited.
I think you will be because it's very pop culture-y.
Okay, I mean, I'm down.
They say it's not like Who Framed Roger Rabbit type culture, but there's a lot, and if you grew up with a lot of stuff, you'll enjoy it just regardless of if you don't like the story. But I've did a brief overview of the story. And I actually know what it's kind of about, and I'm actually excited to see what it is about.
It's like, I want to watch that kind of movie, but I also think I'm just going to be like, if I was a kid, this would be cool. But also, I mean, if it has like pop culture things, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It's dark.
This is dark?
It's dark.
Oh, it's real dark? Like
Not real dark, but there's some...
Like
there's
die?
Death. Yeah, there's death. There's...
I mean, it is like basically just like a resistance plot. Like, just overtaking...
in a way.
Kind of.
In a way, yes.
Or that's how they perceive it in the
trailers. I heard. Well, a lot of people in reviews that I've seen already say the trailers do the movie no justice.
Well, I mean, yeah, really, not a lot of.
They're the same trailers. I don't think Spielberg wants to give up anything.
Yeah, but also I don't feel like trailers have. I don't know.
Justice
like 3 minutes of trailer. Like I understand. Like I hate seeing like 5 fucking different trailers because it's just exhausting. I'm just like, why? Okay, you know.
Here's a teaser trailer for the teaser trailer.
Yeah,
here's a teaser trailer for the trailer. Oh, like, here's the trailer. Here's the second trailer for the first trailer.
And then you like it's just too much, whatever. Like it's just like I'm tired of seeing trailers because I'm just tired of the marketing. I'm just like get out of my face. I just want to watch the movie. But like I don't know. I feel like trailers sometimes. I don't know. They're not representative.
They're not. Well, guys, it looks like that's the end of the show. Again, make sure you like and subscribe. We do have a $50 Amazon gift card that we're trying to give away. We need 100 subscribers. My name is Retro.
My name is Barbie.
And that is Roast Beef and Jelly. Later.
Deuces.
jelly.